your feet and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children. Thank you.
If you can hear my voice, we're gonna throw our hands up in the air. Follow along. Here we go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am at Disney's Animal Kingdom and I have one goal for today, and this goal is I need to see, oh my hair. I am here to see the new Finding Nemo musical show. In the past, it was like a 45-minute show, and now I think they brought it down to like 25 or 30. So I hope that they've kept like a lot of the same songs that I loved from the other show, because that is my favorite performance here at Disney World. A lot of people love The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. Those are both great, but I love Finding Nemo so much. It's one of my favorite movies, so this one holds a very special place in my heart. So I'm hoping that it's as grand as I want it to be. I'm sure it will be. But yeah, so we're here to check that out and maybe just see where the day brings us. It's very hot. I'm sweating if you can't see it on the camera, but I am covered in sweat. It is like 98 degrees today, but in the shade it feels great, and there's a bit of a breeze, so you know what? Can't complain too much. I'm just happy to be here. I haven't been to a park in like a few weeks already. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of have a good day. Maybe walk on some trails, maybe go to Rafiki's Planet Watch, ride the train. The world is our oyster. So let's go. I would also just like to say that wherever I'm sitting, so if y'all are kind of familiar with how the park is laid out, I am here. So like here's the lake area where they do kite tails. Totally lost my train of thought. Kite tails. So this is like the lake area, and I'm kind of just like chilling back here by these plants. I'm fully covered in the shade. There's like some airflow from somewhere that feels really super great, and the theater itself is right behind me. So when you're first coming into the park, obviously the Tree of Life is straight ahead. If you go to the right towards Dino Land and then continue around to the left, that'll actually take you right over here to the theater where Finding Nemo is being played. But there is also another way, so like if you go towards Asia and you're kind of like going past all of that stuff, past the monkeys and then past all the stuff leading up to Expedition Everest, there's also a bridge that connects from Expedition Everest to this area, which will take you right to the theater. So to give you a little wayfinding, that's where I am right now, and I'm dying, but everything's fine. I would also like to say, which has nothing to do with anything about this video right now, but I did see a post on Instagram that Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is coming back. I'm so excited. I've never been to that, and I will be going this year. I'm really trying to go to Mickey's Not So Scary because I haven't done that either ever in my lifetime. I know that Boo Bash was kind of like a hit or miss, but now that they're bringing back Mickey's Not So Scary, that's something I really, really want to do. So hopefully I can make that happen, crossing my fingers. And yeah, I'm just very excited for like fall and Christmas time because I love Halloween, I love Christmas, so I love the summer, don't get me wrong, but like I'm ready for some fall treats, I'm ready for fall vibes, I'm ready for fall candles, you know how it is. Also, while I'm here, my BFFs, oh, I don't know if you can see them, but it's Donald and Daisy and Launchpad. So fun. Hold on, let me see if I can get them going that way. So cutie. I love them. And while I'm here just kind of chatting away anyway, I would just like to say, which I think I mentioned in almost probably all my videos, or I know for sure the one when I was here last time, that Animal Kingdom is my favorite park. And there's so much to do here, and I think a lot of people just overlook it because they just think there's not much to kind of be done around here, but there really is. So there are jungle treks, there are live shows, there are some of the best rides here, Expedition Everest and the Safari, and not to mention everything in Pandora. So if you take your time in this park, I think that's what people do, is they kind of rush through everything. But if you really take your time and actually like do everything here, it can take you the full day, especially when like you're going through like the treks. You're going over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which will take you by train, and it's super cool too because you can kind of see like the backside of where they kind of like keep the animals, like the safari and the jungle treks. All of the animals are kind of kept backstage, so you can kind of see that backstage view of it, which is kind of cool if obviously like you have any interest in that, which I do as being a cast member. You know, backstage is all we know, and then obviously we can be on stage in certain roles too, so it's kind of like cool to see that we can see both sides of it, and it's just a really great park, and I think people need to give it more credit. And there we go. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Kite Tails is starting! Oh my god, and it's the Lion King, and I've never seen this one. What a day to be alive.
Rainbow blue tanks can also change their shape to warn others about danger. The Marine Life Institute houses many aquatic species, including fish from the wild who need our help, like the group we found in the bay, floating in plastic bags. For these, we remember the 3 R's: rescue, rehabilitate, and
Release! Today is the day! Look how many visitors came to see us all!
Nemo!
Come on, Dad!
My fin! Hold my fin!
Take a look around you. The ocean's alive. In the big blue world. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the
Welcome aboard to the Disney Animal Kingdom's courtesy trim. If you had a good
If y'all can see that, it's 1,000,000 degrees. I'm melting. Okay, y'all, I hate being the one to complain about the heat, but it is brutal today. Brutal. So if you're coming to visit here, make sure that you always have water, Liquid IV, Gatorade, Powerade, some form of electrolyte substitute to replenish yourself after sweating actually everything out of your body. Because that's what I'm experiencing right now. So, you know, doing great. But anyway, besides all of the heat and the hotness of the sun. Today was very fun. It was a very short trip. I was honestly only here for like an hour and a half because I really just wanted to come and see the new Finding Nemo show. Amazing. I'm sad that it's not as long as it was, but like, you know, I understand if they had to cut it. So it was still really good. A lot of my favorite songs were still in there. If anyone is familiar with the show previously, there's a song and it goes, well, it's called Go With The Flow, and Crush sings it, and it's my favorite song. It's so good, and I'm so happy that it was in this one because I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God. Like, watch them have cut out my favorite part of this whole show, but it was there. It was in it. I'm so happy. It was so good. And honestly, I know I just said that I wish it was longer, but I feel like the timing for it now was like almost perfect. So they were able to like sum up the whole story. I think it was 25 minutes. So I don't know. It was just like a good little time. Great way to get some air conditioning. So if you're ever in Animal Kingdom, a few of the best ways to get air conditioning are going to be watching some of the shows or obviously standing in some of the queues. I think I haven't stood in line for Na'vi River Journey in quite a long time, so I don't really remember that queue. I know some of it is outside. I don't know if there's some portions inside, but I do know that like Flight of Passage, half of it is at least inside, and Dinosaur, most of it is inside as well. But the shows for sure, like The Lion King and now back to Finding Nemo, these are two of like the best places to get air conditioning. So I was just happy for that, to be quite honest. And like I said earlier in the video as well, I did say I was maybe gonna see if there was anything else that I was gonna do here, like some of the trails or Rafiki's Planet Watch, but it is just too hot. Like there's hot, and then there's hot when it's no longer enjoyable to even be outside. So that's kind of what I started feeling after a while. After the show got out, I went back outside and I remembered how extremely hot it was, and I was like, might be a pass for me. So I didn't do as much as I wanted to, but I'm honestly not really that mad about it. I want to go home and just soak in the AC. So that's what I plan on doing. But thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I hope I have something maybe to do next week. I am actually going home back to Wisconsin for about a week and a half, which I'm also very excited for, just because I haven't been home since November of last year, which is very hard for me because I'm very close with my family. So I'm very excited to go home, see all my hometown friends, and just be home for the 4th of July to see, you know, my family and my friends, because when you're down here, obviously you miss them. So, and it's different for me too, because a lot of people on the DCP are just like here for a few months, or at most a year if they choose to extend their program, but I permanently moved down here because Orlando has been my calling for quite some time. So anytime I can kind of go back home and be able to see my family is something that I'm very excited for. So yeah, with that, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to continue on with my magical life. I'm also hoping to maybe get some Universal Studios stuff in here, just because I do love those parks a lot too, Islands of Adventure and obviously Universal Studios. So hopefully I can kind of include those within my daily, weekly, however I'm planning to do all this stuff when I have a decent schedule. But yeah, so hopefully that can kind of come into this channel as well. But thank you again for watching, and see y'all real soon.